Guys, can you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here it is, virtual hard disk. Guys, what is the meaning of virtual hard disk is? It's a hard disk. We'll simply say it is a hard disk only. It is stores in your physical location, So very easy to say by creating virtual hard disk and drawing virtual hard disk. Okay. So in both the ways you can tell. So practical, I will show you how to do it also. No problem. Guys, look at here. This is my hard disk space. D drive, C drive, F drive, whatever it is. For example, my H drive. I have a H drive, say. This is H PC. Why my C drive is finishing? Because of the video record. So 58.2 it is showing. I'm scroll down. I am going to delete some hard disk. Not some hard disk. I'm deleting all the hard disk extra. These are all in a, for a practical purpose only. Okay, some are 10 GB people are also there. Permanently delete. Very good. Deleted. Now if you see, yeah, 73.4. 73.4. 73.4. Okay, this is my available space. Available space. In this one, I'm going to create a hard disk. Okay, so it is a just a 10 GB hard disk. I'm creating 10 GB hard disk. There is a two type of virtual hard disk are there. Types. Fixed hard disk. Okay, fixed, dynamically expanding. Dynamically expanding. So in a virtual hard disk, two types: fixed hard disk, dynamically expanding disk. So what is a fixed disk or a dynamically expanding disk? Better is take a disk. Fixed disk, dynamically expanding. So first one is fixed disk. First I am creating fixed disk. Okay, fixed type. Fixed disk. Okay. So I created 10 GB fixed disk. It means it occupied 10 GB in your H drive. It occupied 10 GB when you created, even though it does not contain any data. Even though the 10 GB drive does not contain any data, but it occupied 10 GB in the H drive. The H drive will occupy 10 GB. It means your free size is 73.4 and you created a 10 GB hard disk, then now free size become 63.4. 63.4. 63.4. So this is called a fixed disk. Okay. So even though you put a some data, for example, you put a 1 GB data. Okay. You put a inside, for example, 1 GB data. Data is 1 GB. Disk is 10 GB. No effect. This is same result only. You put a 2 GB data. You put a 3 GB data like that. Even how much your increase, the maximum increase is 10 GB only. So maximum data you can put it up to 10 GB. But it is occupied already. So no change in this parameters. So remember that. Okay. So what it is, you can put a data into this disk up to 10 GB. Even though you put a how much data you put it, it does not mind. It occupied already 10 GB when disk is created. Okay, when disk is created. That is a fixed type. Next one, Next one is dynamic disk. Okay, guys, remember already I created a fixed disk. Already I created a fixed disk. This is the 63.4 free space is there. 63.4 free space is there. And again creating 10 GB dynamically expanding disk. Dynamically expanding disk. Expanding disk. Okay. Dynamically expanding disk. 10 GB dynamically expanding disk. Now what happened? Okay. Nothing is there. It occupy only 4 MB. It occupy only 4 MB. I done a creating a partitions like that. I created I format the drive. I put some file system like that. It expands little bit. Okay. So whatsoever it is, uh, the practical values all, but simply to say it occupy nothing. It occupy nothing in generally. Now I put a 1 GB data. I put a 1 GB data in it. I put a 1 GB data. So 1 GB. So 62.4. Meaning is even I created a 10 GB hard disk, but how much data I put it, that much size only. And now I put an extra 2 GB. Extra 2 GB means 1 plus 2 GB added totally 3 GB. So 2 GB added 60.4 only. So up to 10 GB, up to 10 GB, you can able to put the data. Okay, it expands along with it. Okay, like you put a 5 GB, 5 GB in the virtual hard disk, 5 GB it will occupy in the physical hard disk. You put a 8 GB in the virtual hard disk, it occupy 8 GB in the physical hard disk. In the dynamically expanding. In a fixed disk, you put a 1 GB data, 10 GB it is already occupied. How much you put it? Maximum you can put up to 10 GB and it is already occupied 10 GB, no changes. You don't put anything in the in the drive, still it occupied 10 GB in the physical space. Dynamically expanding is you can put up to that. You create a 10 GB disk means you can put a data up to 10 GB. You put a 1 GB means you occupy 1 GB. 2 GB means 2 GB it will occupy. 5 GB it will occupy 5 GB only. You put a 20 GB it will occupy only 20 GB only. So that is dynamically expanding. Guys, understand fixed disk and dynamically expanding disk?
Repeat again, sir, once again.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here it is. One point I will tell and I will come back. I will explain it again. Practically, I will try otherwise. So in a Microsoft, we have a VHD X formats are there. Okay, in Microsoft formats, so the virtual hard disk formats in the Microsoft VHD, VHDX extensions, .VHD, .VHD extensions. So it support up to 2 terabyte of disk we can able to create virtual disk, virtual hard disk. Okay, good. This support up to okay, it's more than 2 terabyte and up to 64 terabyte. Up to 64 terabyte virtual hard disk we can able to create. Okay, so differences are there from one place to another place. So that is okay. Okay, again. So we'll go back to fixed disk. Fixed disk means I will show you practically. So maybe you will try once again. You will understand. Okay. So guys, look at here. It is the H drive. I'm going to create a virtual hard disk in my H drive. that is 7.34 GB free space is there. Whatever the user space, forget about it. So 7.3 GB free space. In this one, I'm going to create a virtual hard disk. How to create a virtual hard disk? Very simple. Go to disk management. Go to disk management. Everybody knows, right? Disk management. Now go to action, create VHD. Go to action, create VHD. Click. So what is the format? VHD, VHDX. Fixed size, dynamically expanding. Fixed size, dynamically expanding. Okay. So 1 second. So here it is. I'm going to VHDX and I'm changing to GB. I'm creating 10 GB and fixed size. Guys, I'm going to create a fixed size. You can look at the fixed size. And location is H drive. Location is, yeah, H drive. And my disk is CTS 11 or 11. Okay. Fixed disk. Okay. CTS 11 fixed disk. 10 GB disk. It is a 10 GB disk. I'm creating 10 GB disk. Okay. Just a name only. It is just a name only. Okay. For our understanding, I given a name. Save. So this is my disk location and the disk name. VHDX format. 10 GB. 10. It is in a GB. Fixed size. Fixed size. What is fixed size? The virtual hard disk file is allocated to its maximum size when the hard disk is created. When the hard disk is created. So you have to note down that point here. Okay. A virtual hard disk file is allocated to its maximum size when the virtual is created. This is fixed size because fixed size is there. Okay. Dynamically expanded. So if you read it for me, so that is I'm usually virtual hard disk file grows to its maximum size when the maximum size as data is written to the virtual hard disk. Okay. So based on this statement, so what it is, when you create a fixed hard disk, when you create a virtual hard disk, total size is allocated. Means I am creating a 10 GB hard disk. 10 GB is occupying starting only. So click OK. Okay, it is creating. So don't worry. Bottom it is showing create virtual hard disk. It is creating. So 7%, 8% like that. So you can go to Your location also you can see. This is the virtual hard disk. This is the virtual hard disk. What is the virtual hard disk? It is a virtual hard disk only. You can store the data in the virtual hard disk like store the data in the physical hard disk. Store. We can store data or data or operating system or applications. You can store the data or application in virtual hard disk like we store in physical. What happening here? Physical hard disk. What happening? Okay, that is a virtual hard disk. Next, virtual hard disk is file in physical storage location. It's simply a file. It's a very simple, right? VHDX. How it is look like? Guys, tell me how it is look like. It is look like a file, right? So how other files are look like? See, these files are look like same thing. It is also look like a file, but it is showing hard disk image file. I think it is like this. It's a file. So to store. Okay, it is also used to serverless, diskless servers. Concepts are there, so we don't go. So we use it for we can use it for virtual machines. Virtual machines in generally we have a virtual hard disk.
Sir, can we divide virtual hard disks in various
Partitions.
partitions?
Yes. So the thing is virtual and physical. So like a virtual is function like a physical, right? So same thing only. But virtual is utilize your physical resources like a virtual hard disk, utilize your physical space. That's it. But function like that one only. See, my virtual 10 GB hard disk is added. See, unallocated, not initialized, like a fresh hard disk is added. I want to show you that, and this is my virtual hard disk. We have to put in a different manner. This is better. Yeah. Can you see? This is my hard disk, and this is the my 10 GB space. It is showing. Right click, go to this properties. Like a file, it is occupy 10 GB when I created this one. I didn't put any data in this one, but it is occupied 10 GB. Okay. So also we'll see from here. See, 63.4 GB it is occupied. Sorry. Earlier it is 73.4 GB is there. Earlier it is 73.4 GB is there. Now fixed 10 GB disk is created. Now my total size is 63.4 GB is left. It means this virtual hard disk occupied 10 GB. It means it is allocated when I created. It is allocated when I created a virtual hard disk. Next one is it is not initialized. First of all, we have to initialize. It is a disk. You have to initialize as a normal hard disk like this. MBR type or GPT type. So I put a GPT. What will happen? Yeah, it is initialized. See this like a disk 0, disk 1. These two are my physical hard disk. This is the virtual hard disk. Unallocated. Simple volume. Next. The 4096, for example. 4 GB partition again, because it's a very small now. So that's why I put a 4 GB partition. See. Okay. This is you want a more GB, like another 4 GB you want it. 4G, no, 2048. 2 GB partition I created. So what will happen? We'll see. Okay, see, this is a I drive, J drive, 4 GB, 2 GB, and still we have a 4 GB. So, okay, and data is not there. Nothing, we can't get a data. Guys, I want to add this 4 GB to 2 GB. How to add it? How to add this 4 GB to 2 GB? How to add this thing? 2 GB to 4 GB. Alekia is there. Pratik Singh is also there. Anyone? Tell me how to add this 4 GB to 2 GB. Hello. All guys are forget. You know, everybody want only one question. When is an interview? Is this questions coming in interview or not? But simple question. How to add this 2 GB to 4 GB or 4 GB to 2 GB? How to add this to this? No answer.
Using shrink.
Don't know, sir.
Shrinking for dividing it is small, like a 4 GB to reduce the 4 GB, like you're making it is very small. How to increase?
Extended file, sir.
Extended volume. Okay, extended volume. You can see helped you to increase the size of the simple and spanned volume, so you can extend the volume by adding space from one or more additional disk like that. Okay, you can get a extended volume option here, but you won't get it here. Why? Because of it is not adjacent and it is not next to it, like this side should be there. Okay, this should be like this one. I'm going to extend it. Next, how much you want to add it? You want to add a 4 GB or you want to add a 2 GB only? Like that also you can add it. Okay, for example, I want only 2048. I want to add it. Okay, finish. See, so now this is become 4 GB. This is become 2 GB. Still you want to add this one also, like this, extend. Now it is become 6 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB. You can't add these two things. You have to delete one of this one. You have to delete it. Then only you can add this volume to here. Otherwise, you can't add it. Okay.
If we delete 2 GB, then 4 GB is same or what, sir? It changes.
One second. Mistake. Again, I'm going back the original position. That's why. Okay. See, this is 2 GB. This is 4 GB. If you delete this 2 GB, like 4 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB. If you delete this 2 GB, what happened? This 2 GB is added to this 4 GB only. Like this. Okay. Like this. This 6 GB unallocated. Now we can add this unallocated to 4 GB. You can add this to this one. Like this. Extended volume. How much you want it, that much you can add it, or totally you can able to add it. Like this. You have to tell how much you want to add it. That is the rule. Okay. Now it is a 10 GB. You want to divide it, shrink the volume, and put like how much you want to separate it from it. Based on your free space, you have to check the free space, then only you have to separate it. For example, 4 GB I want to remove. Like this is become 6 GB, this is become 4 GB. Like this. Okay. That's it.
Sir, in MBR, 4 partition is there, sir.
Yes.
In
This is
last
GPT.
partition, extended volumes only, another hard disk will be added.
You want to see MBR?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see. 3072. Shrink the volume. Now this is something around 3 GB. This is 7 GB. Okay. We can't convert into GPT directly unless you delete this volume. Okay. This is 10 GB. Now you can convert into MBR. Okay. You can convert into MBR. Now it is it MBR or GPT now? If it is showing like this, meaning it is MBR.
It's in MBR.
It's in MBR. What is the rule of MBR?
The primary and
Two
one
primary.
extended.
Yes. So I put a name like a P1. First primary. Yeah, 1 GB primary. Now 1 GB primary, because we taken a very small one, right? So we need a more space. Okay. 2 primary. 2048. Any party, any size you can take it. 3 primary. 3 primaries are completed. The fourth one is 5 GB, one single primary. You can able to create it, but you cannot create because from Windows 7 onwards, options are different. Options are different. You don't get a primary extended options here, directly extended. Okay. So already 3 primaries are completed. So I'm creating a 1024 1 GB partition. I'm creating. I'm not telling primary or extended or anything. Just I'm creating 1 GB partition as I creating earlier, like a 2 GB, 1 GB, 2 GB I created. I'm creating 1 GB like earlier only. But what happens? See, look at here. I put a something L1. Okay, that's a name only, so don't worry about it. See, it is what happening here. It is automatically the remaining partition become extended partition. So you can see the color extended partition, and this is the logical partition. This is logical drive. Exactly say logical drive, not logical partition. See, primary partition, logical drive. Okay, this is extended partition. In extended partition, you can have a logical drives. This is another 2 GB, 4 GB. You can see. Okay. So I put a 2 GB here. Okay, this is MBR. 3 primaries, extended and extended logical drive, another logical drive. So total logical drive. Okay, I think this is totally 3 logical. I created just, you can create more, but I created like this. Okay, I, J, K, L, M, N. Guys, understand MBR?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, to create extended, you have to create all logical. So you have to delete all logical, sorry. So doubt is clear?
Is the free space unallocated, sir?
This is unallocated. Free is different, unallocated is different. Yeah,
How
that
so?
is showing free, right? Free means that in that meaning is unallocated only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So finally, I'm deleting last partition. Because it's a MBR, I'm converting to GPT. If you want to do same practice, convert into GPT. So this is now GPT, right? So what to do? Again, partition 1024. Okay, P1. I'm creating again. Actually, in physical machine, you should not do all this thing kind of stuff. Why? Because the naming thing is always means that letter assignment and all I drive, H drive kind of stuff will confuse your system. But I'm doing because first important thing is you should understand.
Sir, how much space will be allocated to these partitions? It depends on when we install that OS. At the times we give some GB to that hard disk. It's only, sir.
Hard disk comes with a terabyte, 1 terabyte, 500 GB, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte hard disk. Remaining things, your wish. Okay. C drive you are allocate at least 200 GB like that. All remaining is depends upon you how to allocate it. Okay. So what is the next one? 1, 2, 3 primary completed. It's not showing anything. Like see, primary is not showing, basic data partition only it is showing. It's not a primary, it is not a secondary anything. It is a basic primary partition. And then by color only it is primary, you can understand. Okay. Minimum maximum partitions. So purely depends upon type. Like this is a GPT type. So each partition can be 2 terabyte, more than 2 terabyte like that. But we don't have that practically, disk is not there. Okay. You can try also. You can try that one also, no problem.
So in GPT, we can do as many partition as we want.
128, not as many. 128 partitions like this, basic data partitions. You can create it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already done. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you remember MBR and GPT, MBR 1, 2, 3 done. What is the fourth one become? Extended. In that one, logical. But now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still you can able to create it. Okay.
Okay.
I took a small sizes for showing. More than 4 we can able to create it, and 128 is a maximum because we don't have that much of this. I can't show you 128. So we have to take 2 days time for creating 128. Okay. Guys, understand difference between MBR and GPT? 128 primary partitions or 128 basic data partitions you can able to create it. In MBR, 3 primary partitions. Once you finish, fourth one become extended. The extended or fourth one become logical drive only. Now it is nothing. It is okay. See, it is not a basic disk, not a dynamic disk, nothing. It is like. Guys, never convert any disk into dynamic. If you convert a disk into dynamic, you will get a risk. It's a very risk factor. This is 3 primaries are there now. Why 3 primaries are there? Because it's a MBR disk. It is MBR disk. Yeah. We left original thing and we came to this one. Okay. So what is our original practical, guys? Fixed disk. Fixed disk is our original practical. So 10 GB fixed disk. Okay. Now I put it. So are you satisfied like a virtual hard disk or physical hard disk? We can do partitioning. Okay. Good. Next. Fixed disk occupy 10 GB earlier. Okay. So when I created, it occupies. Next. In this disk, we can store the data as we store in the normally. See, this is a 10 GB disk. Okay. It is empty. It is empty. If you want to put some data in it, so you can put it. I want to put a data in it like this. One
Hello,
second.
sir. What is the main difference between dynamic and fixed disk, sir?
Yeah, that's I'm trying to show you. Did you see this? Fixed disk is occupied a space. This is totally how much size it is. We'll see. Yeah, 1.9 GB. 1.9 GB. I selected. Oh. So yeah. Where it is? So it is very slow. I already copied. Okay, I am going to paste in my drive, iDrive. Okay, paste. Okay, look at here, guys. So this is a 10 GB disk I created, fixed disk I created. When I created, if you look at here, it is 73.4 GB showing earlier. Now it is 63.4 only. Now I'm copying the data. The data is almost like a 1 GB. And if you refresh this one, okay, it is not changing any value. So as I show in this picture, okay, my original free space is 7.3. I created a 10 GB free fixed disk. I created a 10 GB fixed disk. It is like I got a 763.4 free space. Meaning is fixed disk occupy when you create a disk that time only. How much data you are keeping in it? You can keep maximum 10 GB in the fixed disk. You can keep maximum 10 GB data in the fixed disk because it's a 10 GB disk I created. You can create 20 GB. You can create 40 GB. You can create a 1 terabyte of disk, no problem. Okay. But important thing is when you create a virtual hard disk, fixed hard disk, it occupy your space immediately. Occupy your space immediately. So that is a fixed disk. Dynamically expanding. Dynamically expanding. Okay. Data is copied and it is not changing anything. Here is also showing 10 GB only because it is already occupied. You may get a doubt. So what is the difference between fixed, what is the difference between virtual hard disk and physical hard disk? This is a virtual, right? I'm getting eject. Second one is detach VHD. Detach VHD. I can detach it from here. If I detach it, it is gone. Okay, I detached it, it is gone. It is gone. Where is my iDrive? It is gone. It's still there like this. As a file, it is available, but as a disk, it is not available. Okay, as a file, it is available. As a disk, it is not available. As a disk drive, it is not available. And another hand, see this. The 10 GB is already occupied. It active or not active, it is still occupied my space. And how to attach it? Two ways you can able to attach it. One is go to attach action, attach VHD, browse for the drive and click OK. Then you can attach it. In Windows 8 and 10, simply double click on that drive. You will attach directly. Okay. See like this. Data is not went any place. Data is not went with any place. Data is here only. Data is here only. So not go to any place. So this is the virtual hard disk and fixed hard disk. The last one is See, it is automatically came up. Second one is, what is the second one? Dynamically expanding disk. I select VHDX, dynamically expanding disk. Select VHDX, dynamically expanding disk. Select GB, put a 10 GB, put a 10 GB. Okay, VHDX, dynamically expanding 10 GB. We created a fixed disk with 10 GB earlier. Now I'm creating dynamic disk with 10 GB. I'm going to browse. So it is a H drive. I'm going to create in a H drive only. CTS 11. Not a dynamic disk, it is dynamically expanding disk. I put a dynamically expanding disk. It is a 10 GB disk. Okay, save. Okay, so this is the name. This is the big name, 10 GB dynamically expanding. So what is the difference? We'll see. It is created very immediately. See, for a fixed disk, it took time, but dynamic disk is not taking time. So fresh disk is attached. Now we'll go to refresh. So H drive I created. See, I created in a H drive. Okay, this is created in H drive only. Why it is not showing any difference? Earlier it is 6.4, 63.4. Now it is also showing 63.4. See, it is showing 4 MB. The size of this disk is showing only 4 MB only, not 10 GB as a fixed disk. Okay. Now we'll see what will happen. Initialize. I'm going to initialize as a GPT or MBR, anything, no problem. I put a GPT. Now I'm going to create a simple volume. You can create a multiple partitions also, no problem. But it's okay because you are already understand. Okay. Okay, just for a understanding only, I put a name. Okay, J drive. Okay. Now, if you refresh this one, so you can see it occupy only 135 or 132 MB here. It is showing 135. Yeah, 135 it is showing, but in MBs it is showing 132 MBs only, not a 10 GB. I created 10 GB drive, but it is showing 132 MB only. So meaning is the disk will expands the size it will occupy when you load the data. When you load the data, then only the size of the disk will be occupied. So for example, I'm putting some data here. It is almost 3.64 GB. Oh, that much not required. Better is 2 GB. It is now 2 GB is enough. Okay, remember guys, 2 GB data I'm copying to my dynamically expanding. Okay, so this is my 63.2 current available space. Now I'm putting around 2 GB data into my dynamically expanding. It means it is around 61 GB should shows. Around 61 GB it shows. Okay. So go to that Z drive. The Z drive, I'm copying a data. It is around a 2 GB data. Okay. So when I'm copying it, so it is going on, right? So it's a 10 GB disk, 2 GB data is copying. Let it copy. Meanwhile, relax.
Sir, fixed disk also showing the free space, no, sir?
Yes.
Fixed disk also showing the free space, no, sir?
Yes, very good. Like it is showing a free space, right? Like this. You're asking about this one or this one or this one.
iDrive, sir.
iDrive showing free disk space, right?
Yes, sir.
Think there is a drive or a thing like a H drive, G drive, F drive. These are the drives only. What are the data you are putting in that one? So based on that, it shows how much it is occupied, how much is free space. It is showing, right? E drive
No,
is a
sir, you said
200
fixed drive.
GB. What is this actually? This is my 10 GB drive. This is my 10 GB drive. And I put a 1.22 GB data. And the remaining is 8.75 GB free space. That is a drive. And you put a data. And how much free space is there? It shows. How much user space? It shows. Dynamically expanding disk. Same. I put a 2.11 GB data. 2.11 GB data in the 10 GB disk. It is free space is there. Both are same. And where
So
is the
then what is the
difference?
difference, sir, in fixed and dynamic?
Now tell me. Look at this one. 6.1. What is that? 6.11. Why it is showing only this much? Okay, I will come back to this one. I think you guys not getting point. I will tell the story from starting. I don't explain everything, but very simple numbers you will get it. What I done in a practically, observe from the practical only I will tell. So same thing only I done here, but try it. So because I told so much of data, so you'll get confused between this word and that word. Simple difference, fixed disk and dynamic disk. Okay. This is my free space in my H drive. Look at the H drive, not in my I drive or J drive. H drive is my physical drive. H drive is a physical drive. Okay. What is the free space earlier? 7.3, 73.4. 73.4 is my free space, available space in the H drive. Got it? No, again, no answers. How much free space I have earlier?
73.47.
Okay. Now I created a fixed disk. 10 GB fixed disk. I created virtual hard disk. I created virtual hard disk 10 GB. As I said, when I create virtual hard disk, in a physical space will occupy. Okay. Physical space means what is the physical space? My H drive space. So it will take 10 GB from the physical space, like a file, like a something like ISO image file, like a .vhdx file, taking occupying 10 GB in my space, in my space. Okay. So if it is occupied, for example, so forget about fixed disk or dynamic disk. Simply, I have a 73.4 disk free space is available. Now I downloaded a very big game. It is around a 20 GB game. Think about 20 GB game, or maybe you guys have downloaded Windows 10, Windows server also, right? Like a 5 GB, 4 GB space is there. 4 GB, 5 GB data space is there. You guys have downloaded, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So what happened after download? It occupy the space. Your disk size will be reduced. Free space is reduced or not?
Yes, sir.
The same thing will happen here. 10 GB occupied when you create a fixed disk. It means it occupy your 10 GB from your free space, from your main disk space. So then you will get this free space only. Okay. Understand, first the fixed disk occupy space in the physical disk. That's it. Okay. Now, after this one, I created a dynamic disk. After this print, I created a dynamic disk. 63.4 is my free space now. Current now. Because it's already 10 GB occupied. This is available space. Available space. I created 10 GB dynamic disk. I created 10 GB dynamic disk. And the resultant is 63.4 only. Why? Because of this 10 GB dynamically expanding disk don't occupy when you create a what? Disk. When you create a disk, it is like a folder type only. Okay, not a file.
Sir, it occupied by storing the devices.
Storing the data. Simple. See, it is dynamically expanding. I created a 10 GB disk. So how much it is showing? This is my fixed disk. How much both are showing? You can easily see the comparison. Look at this one, guys. So very simple. I created a fixed disk. 10 GB fixed disk. How much size it is showing? 10 GB. Actually, I put a data is 1.22 GB, something I put it, but it is showing 10 GB. This is dynamically expanding disk. I created 10 GB disk and I put it to almost 2 GB disk. 2 GB data, I put it in this disk. How much it is showing? 2.22.
Sir, in fixed disk, leftover 8 GB will be used in any other store. I mean, we want to download anything, we can store it, sir.
In fixed disk?
Leftover 8 GB is there, sir. I mean, 2G, 1.8, like that only we are put it the files in that, sir.
One second. We'll go to this drive. So 8.75 free space is showing. Yes, you can put up to 8.75 GB in the iDrive. And same goes for here. You can put a data up to 7.86. Okay. It is a drive only, guys. Again, virtual or physical, whatever it is, it's a drive. So drive, you can put a data. And how much data you can put it? Based on the disk size.
Disk
It is a
size.
10 GB disk. It is a 10 GB disk. That is drive side. And why I'm showing this one? This is where it is occupying. Normal physical hard disk is fixed disk. Physically, it is a disk like a 1 terabyte of disk or a This is 531 GB drive. Okay, this is 199 GB drive. This is 205 GB drive. Okay, drive means partitions. That is a normal physically I purchased this hard disk. So then I got a space where it is occupied in the drive only, but it is not that one, right? These things are virtual hard disk. What is a virtual hard disk? It is a file in the physical location. It occupies space in the physical location. Which physical location? Where you created, that is the physical location. Okay. So in this location, it is occupied. What I'm trying to explain here and as well as here is when you create a I will go to very simple. Otherwise, from starting very simple step. Maybe you'll get confused because of something. Okay, guys, this is my some drive, for example, D drive. This is my 200 GB drive. Okay, normal disk space, physical disk space. I created a fixed disk. 200 GB free space is there. Free space. Okay, available space of the D drive. This is 200 GB. And I created a something 20. Okay, I put a 30 GB. 30 GB fixed size disk. Okay, fixed disk or fixed size disk, virtual disk he created in the D drive. 30 GB. What will happen? What is your free space now? In the D drive. What is your free space in the D drive? Separately think. 30 GB fixed disk I created. How much size of free space in the D drive?
170.
170. Why? Because of 30 GB will occupy in your fixed mesh. Okay, we'll get a 170 free disk space. You will get it. Now I go to dynamic disk. Okay, I'll go to dynamic disk. Do not think I put this one. I'm not taking any partition. Okay, so this is not a partition. It's a same space only. It's a logical diagram, right? So that's why I put like that. So no problem. Okay. Dynamic disk is a 50 GB dynamic disk I created. Think like this. 50 GB dynamic disk I created. How much free space is available? 50 GB dynamic disk is I created. How much free space available in the D drive?
170 only.
170.
170 only. Why? Because of dynamic disk won't occupy when it is create the disk. Maybe 4 MB or 132 MB like that only, or a 400 or a 600 MB maximum. Okay, not more than that, depends upon it. Now what I have done, I have a 5 GB files are there. Okay, I copy a 5 GB file in the fixed disk. What happened? Main disk, yeah, so 170 out of 170. What is the resultant? It will shows. I put a 5 GB in the 30 GB fixed disk.
165.
Okay, so 5 GB data, I put it in a 30 GB fixed disk, which is already occupied. Guys, very simple to understand, very simple. This is a table. Yeah, last time also I told this one. I didn't remember exact which example I given. Think it is a table. Normal table. Your dining table is there, no? Table. And I put a small, a tub kind of stuff. It is small, a container, a small container, a container. So what is available space? Okay. This is all available space, right? This is all available space, right? This is occupied. When I put a container on it, it is already occupied. Okay. So maybe you will count in the numbers. This total area, the total area is 200. This is 30. Then what is the remaining area available is 170. Now you put a certain container inside this one. Inside of this one, you put a container, a small container in this one. Inside of this one, you put a small container. The value of this one is only 5. Okay. Inside of this 30 only, you put a 5. What happened?
In
How
fixed
much?
disk, 25 free space is there, sir.
In this one, you will get a 25 free
free
space.
space.
In this one, in entire table,
170.
170.
not changing because of it is already occupied. Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's the thing. Okay, because 30 GB is already occupied from your fixed disk. So how much you can able to put a data? Up to 30 GB you can able to put it. But in a fixed disk, nothing is showing any differences because already 30 given, fixed given. Okay. So from the D drive. But when you give it, that's a very good. When you put a 5 GB in this particular drive, for example, this is I drive. The I drive shows, okay, the I drive shows total is 30, 25 is free, 5 is used. Okay, that's the thing, right? So it shows like this. Total is, it is direct properties. It is showing like a drive size, a drive wise. Okay, so total is 10. How much is free? Okay, like this. Total capacity, used capacity, free space. Okay, for this one. Now we'll come to dynamic. So dynamic, I don't have an example now. So we'll come to dynamic. 50 GB. Okay, so I'll take a 5 GB. Again, I took a 5 GB data. I put a in the 50 GB. Okay, I put a 50 GB. What will happen?
In dynamic disk, 45 is free space, sir.
So it shows 45 free space.
Free space.
And total space in the D drive, total space become
165.
165.
165.
Okay, it is like a you are putting in the direct disk only. It is like a, why? Because of dynamic disk won't occupy anything, even though not 150, 250, 200, 300, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 64 terabyte. This we can able to create it, irrespective of how much free space is available. Okay, but how much data you are putting, that much size only it will occupy. Okay, so when you see the dynamic disk, also same thing. In my dynamic disk, I put a 2 GB data and it is showing 10 GB total. 2 GB data is used. 7.86 GB is available in the this particular J drive. Okay, so as a drives, so how much is data is there? How much is free space is there? But as a physical drive, it is different. Okay, it is different. Is like this. Okay, if you see, it is when you create it, it occupy the total space. In a dynamic disk, it will expands along with your data is stored. along with the store. Okay, so this is about your fixed and dynamic disk. Yeah, sometimes it will take time. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So practically also you can do it. Be careful when you are doing a practical usually. Okay, where are you creating? Once you are done, so compulsory remove it and delete the volumes from it. Okay, compulsory put a proper name, so then you will understand. Okay, so I removed it. If I connect it again, I can able to get it. So like this. So what to do? Yeah, that's it for your virtual hard disk. Okay, not finished. Virtual hard disk is a file in your regular data stores. You can store operating system, applications, and data. Actually, we have to put a comma. So data means files and folders, operating system, and applications depends upon your hard disk. Okay, so virtual hard disk is a file in the physical storage location. It is occupy in your physical location only. Fixed size means it occupy when you create a disk. When you create a fixed disk. Dynamically expanding, if you keep putting the data, the virtual hard disk will be expands up to the disk how much you are given. In Microsoft, VHDX formats are there. VMware virtual hard disk formats, VMware formats, or VMDK format. Okay, VMDK format. You want to see H drive? You can see VMDK format. This is the your virtual hard disk format. Okay, VMDK format. Okay, Linux in a Linux KVM QEMU. That is a Linux virtualization platform. Linux virtualization platform. If you got a Linux or Unix kind of stuff, you got a virtualization inside. Okay. So last time I didn't went to that one, so I have to tell that point also. Okay. Linux. Okay. COW 2. This is the format. This is the format. Okay. Virtual boxes, VDI, virtual disk infrastructure is there, like that. Virtual disk infrastructure, like that. Different type of virtual thing is there. Guys, remember one more thing. Fixed size, also called as thin provision. When you see a somewhere like a VMware, like that VMware or a Xen server, you see it's a thin provision. Thin provision means fixed. Sorry, thick provision. Thick, Thick. Thick provision means fixed. Dynamically expanding. The concept of dynamically expanding is thin provision, because thin provision is more popular. So that's why I written thin provision first. Okay. So thin provisioning or a thin provision means it's a dynamically expanding compact size. Okay. Almost like when you create a virtual machines, the hard disk is dynamically expanding disk only. One more type of disk is there, that is called a differencing disk. Okay, it is a parent-child disk. Parent-child disk concept is there. Parent-child disk concept is a very simple. Just one word I will tell. Simply I will tell. So this is my virtual hard disk. It is a virtual hard disk, just virtual hard disk. It contains some data or operating system or an application, whatsoever it is. I have a data in it, for example. And I said, this is the parent. I make this one as a parent by creating childs. Multiple childs you can create on a single parent disk. Single parent disk, I can create a multiple childs, like a child 1, child 2, child 3. Okay. So what are the data in the parent data? It shows in the child list. It shows in the child list. Guys, understand the concept? This is the parent disk. Parent disk contains some data. I created child disk on the parent, and the child disk. In the child list, the parent data is showing. What are the content in the parent? It's showing in the child list. Understand or not?
It's the difference between disk and drive.
Disk and drive. That is a lot of things are there. Okay. Normally drive we call I drive, C drive. Drive means logical partition. Logical drives or logical partition. Like C drive, D drive, E drive, we call it as a drive. Disk drive is different again. Parent disk, child disk. Disk is a disk, means complete one set. And a disk, complete disk or a drive. So again, name is different. Okay. No. Don't go to that one. So already, guys, I want to tell so many things. Okay. Just for importance wise, you should not forget. So I said storage, because storage things concepts are won't repeated again. That's why I told again. And I took a very small topic that is called a virtual hard disk first, and it took a lot of time. And never take that much time for child disk. Only thing, guys, understand this point or not? There is a parent disk, and on parent I created a child disk. How to create and all, that's not good point here. I created a child disk. What are the data in the parent? It is also we can able to view, or we can able to touch it from the child disk. We can able to access in the child disk. Okay. Same data available in the child disk. Do you understand this point or not? See, one by one point, guys. Okay. The point is, if in case, if I modify this data here, I modify the data in the child list one. Okay. I maybe added a data in the child list two. Maybe I deleted data in the child list three. Okay. I modify the data, or add some data, or I change some data like that, or deleted the data. But in a parent disk, data is safe, constant, nothing. No changes occur in the parent disk. Parent disk is constant. Parent disk data is not corrupt. Data may be corrupted in the child disk. Data may be altered in the child disk. Data may be something you like a deleted or modified in the child disk. But data in the parent disk won't change. Even though you created a new child disk, after you done 3 times, the fourth child disk you created, and freshly can see again the parent data. Understand, guys? Data visualization, data virtualization, data safekeeping. This is a very good kind of concept. It's very difficult to understand also. Not difficult. It's a very pretty straightforward one. We create a virtual machines using this concept. Like this is my parent. Sorry. I created a virtual machine in the Hyper-V. So, and deleted a machine and keep a virtual hard disk. It contains my operating system. So I make this one as a parent, and I created a child hard disk on this parent. And I created a virtual machines on this one, on the child's. So almost like to main machine creation, that took me almost like a 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes I taken for main machine preparation. For child machines, for these machines preparation, I took a 5 to 10 minutes only. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes only I taken for each child machine creation. Okay, so that much easy. So this is a beautiful concept of differencing disk. Practically show that is required a Hyper-V. The option is in Hyper-V. Guys, whatsoever it is, virtual hard disk, fixed size, dynamically expanding, different type of formats are there. So these are the virtual hard disk thing.